Ray Binkowski, author of the books Get Fit and Live Healthy and Eat by Color. Talking today about a couple things, paleo and then being vegetarian or vegan. Paleo diet, we got a couple questions today from our club, Fitworkz here in DeKalb, Illinois, asking about paleo. Is it good? Hey, I hear it's, non-processed food, it's healthier, it's the way we ate during the Paleolithic era. On and on and on and on. Here's the deal with paleo, and this is kind of the litmus test with all approaches to nutrition. So you can apply this to anything. You can apply it to Atkins, you can apply it to the zone, you can apply it to paleo, you can apply it to whatever the color-coded stupid little Tupperware box thing was for 21 days. The bottom line is this: can you do it forever? If it works phenomenally well and you can't stick with it, it's a diet, and diets will produce short-term weight loss, but in all likelihood, you're going to gain back all of that weight with a couple bonus pounds. So when we look at paleo, the idea of eating all natural, unprocessed foods, I like it. I can get behind that. The idea of eating lots of fresh vegetables, I can get behind that. I got a garden right outside my office window here. I can get behind that. That's great. It's also great to involve your kids. However, we live in the Midwest, so in my case, I'm going to take the vegetables from my garden, and sometime this fall, my opportunity to continue to take stuff out of the earth and eat it fresh in my own kitchen is going to diminish or go away. When we look at paleo and we apply it very strictly, the minute you travel, the minute your kids have soccer, the minute your son has travel baseball, or you've got travel volleyball and you got tournaments and you're traveling for this, or maybe you got work and you're a single parent and you're taking night school, you're completing a degree or pursuing a master's degree while working full-time, being a single parent, and then also managing everything that goes with being a family, yet alone wanting to have some time for yourself and having a life, paleo is going to fail because it's going to fail you because you're going to struggle to find those unprocessed, convenient food options that are going to be readily available at an affordable price. And what we see people do in that environment, and this is true not just of paleo, again, if you can't do it forever, it's a diet. We see this being true with most, if not all diets, is once it becomes too much work to adhere to the rules of that food plan or that nutrition plan or that diet, people quit. Nobody likes playing a game that they can't win very long. So if you can't be successful, you can't see some progress, you can't wake up tomorrow knowing your daughter's got volleyball or soccer tournaments, and you're still going to be able to eat paleo, you're going to quit, you're going to throw in the towel, and you're going to give up. Again, I'm not going to knock the idea of eating unprocessed, eating whole foods, eating fresh vegetables, eating raw vegetables. All that stuff is great, but you need to apply that to 2015 living in the United States, and you need to answer the question, can I do this long term? And if the answer is yes, hey, God bless you, go with it. If you can't, then you probably want to find an easier approach, something that is going to marry and mold into your lifestyle very well, not try and force you to live around eating. The next one is vegetarianism or being vegan. Is it healthy? Probably subject to debate. Again, we've seen a lot of people struggle with trying to completely eliminate animal sources of food. Whether it's because of travel, restaurants, busy, hectic schedule. So again, applying that diet or that litmus test, we call it, can I do this forever indefinitely? A lot of people are going to struggle with it, and it's going to fall into that diet bucket because they can't do it forever. Point number two with vegetarianism, or my point with it, is humans are meant to be carnivores. If you look at our teeth, if you look at evolution, if you look at the last 1,000 years, if you look at the last 2,000 years, we are meant to eat protein and carbohydrates from a variety of sources, and that includes animal sources. We have the teeth we do for a reason, because we're omnivores, we're carnivores, and we're herbivores, which basically omnivore means we eat both meats and vegetables. Taking that a step further, I always hear, well, horses are large, lean, muscular animals. How come a horse is vegetarian and they're lean and they're healthy and blah, 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 blah? My answer has always been that a horse will colic because it can't throw up and it can die. Humans can vomit. I'll also say that, that is because the digestive tract of a horse is different than that of a human's. Therefore, they're set up to digest, absorb, assimilate the things that are found in vegetables. Humans probably aren't going to do that as well. It's questionable as to whether or not you're going to actually absorb all of the amino acids contained in a vegetable-based protein like you would from something like the whole egg. The whole egg is a perfect protein because it has all the essential amino acids. Yes, we can argue that soy does or tofu does, but again, the question is, do humans actually absorb all those amino acids? And I think that that's a kind of an extrapolation of what is going on. Again, I don't believe humans' digestive tracts are similar to horses. And using that as an example, I don't believe we're going to absorb all the macronutrients from vegetable-based food sources like many want us to believe, especially those that are vegetarian. Again, I think we do better digesting and assimilating amino acids or proteins from animal-based sources. Again, but at the end of the day, what really matters for you is if you're watching this at home and you want to be vegetarian, ask yourself this question: can I do this forever? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you can't stick with it. So there's my 2 cents on paleo, on being vegetarian. Remember, the take-home point is this: ask yourself, can I do this forever? If you can't do it forever, it's a diet. You're not going to be able to stick with it. Life is going to happen. You need to make it a lifestyle, something you can do day in and day out forever, something that's not going to force you to try and make life fit around your eating. It won't work. It'll work short term, but it won't work forever. So take home point, if you can't do it forever, it's a diet and there's no point in even starting. Ray Binkowski, author of the books Get Fit and Live Healthy, and Eat by Color, owner of the Hybrid Training Gym, Fitworkz in DeKalb, Illinois.